They say losing wears on people. How has this season worn on you?
I mean, it's definitely annoying. You know, some nights, you know, you go home and you know, you really want to, you know, just punch something.
Are you proud of the way you've been able to be a consistent player all season long? Because most of us would say you put a lot of pressure on yourself when you didn't take the deal.
I think the contract thing, actually, it got to me in training camp. You know, I'm not going to sit and say it didn't bother me. Training camp, it kind of got to me, and the guys noticed it.
I was looking at your father the other day, and I thought, wow, one, he looks young enough to be your brother, but the other, I wondered if you ever thought about what characteristics you inherited from him versus from your mom.
From my dad, I obviously have like the even keel, no emotion. From my mom, there are times where I guess I'm a little controlling.
Go! Give it to her! Let's go! Right here! Good job! Get there! Stay there! Stay there! Dad! Dad! Dad!
Know what I'm saying?
Your college coach, Bill Self, told me that you are one of the nicest kids he's ever had in his program. But when you get on the court, there is a nasty side to you. Can you kind of describe how that switches?
They just want to remember me as like a fun kid, goofy, just like to have fun, be around people, make jokes. Once I'm on the court, I'm a different person.
My mother and my father, they allowed me that space to become, you know, a man at some point.
That's the first time I actually ever heard you talk about your father. How old were you when he passed away?
When I was 9.
9?
Yeah.
Do you have memories of him?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I have great memories of him.
When you think about yourself, and obviously you used your talents, but do you ever say, why me? Why was I the one so blessed to be able to get out?
I know. I ask that question every day, and now I see the reason why, you know, and it's using me in many different ways to head back home. You know, I used to, you know, dreaming and see a plane passing by in the sky and then be like, man, one of these days I'm going to fit myself in a suitcase and try to get out of here in this country. You know, we would make joke like that, and they would look at me and say, you're too long, you're not going to fit in no suitcase. I say, you see?
This is for both of you. Go to D, but Coach, feel free to chip in on this. What do you remember about this moment right here?
I remember that I was grateful to my dad's mom having my back when I said I wanted to go to this tournament because my brother and sister could not attend. They had stuff they had to do, and so since they couldn't go, I wasn't supposed to be able to go, but my grandmother had my back, let me stay in a room with her, and it was just a great day.
1981.
Wow.
Over to Paul.
Among the flood of memories that flew, you know, literally, like in a megasecond, everything is flying through your head. And as Dee jumped up, all of a sudden it occurred to me, how'd she get here?
Right.
Because I had no idea.
You know, it's the father-daughter moments, and those, it's just beautiful.
After they got their medals, they brought me out on the floor, put a gold medal around my neck, and took a picture with me that I have up. And then in 2009, when I went into the Basketball Hall of Fame as a broadcaster, after the ceremony, Chris, you know, I could see him getting a little bit emotional. And he walked over and, you know, he said, Dad, I've got something for you. And he reached in and he gave me his gold medal.